Like, I watch the proposals on TikTok and Instagram all the time, and I'm like, for years, I always thought that was going to be me.
You had a baby by a man who ain't got no job.
B. Jordan reaches out and says he wants to take you on a date. You're saying no?
He's not my type. And just like someone that's fun. Like, you got a passport? Like, you need to have a passport to date me.
Black women say they can't find a good black man. What they want is somebody who's like Tupac in a suit.
Okay. Why the man gotta have a passport to date you, girl?
Yeah. I go out the country at least 2 or 3 times a year.
But like, I just know what I want right now. And
Blind date we set you up with. Let me just get more into Alicia. Now, how old are you?
I'm 35.
35. Do you have any kids?
No kids.
Never married?
Never married.
Okay, is that something that you desire?
It is.
How are we feeling right now about that?
Dating here is shaky, so I'm hoping the dates, he liked me, I liked him, and maybe we got a match.
Okay, so when you say the days are shaky, what's been some of your experience of the shakiness?
Just the inconsistencies. People, they show up one way, and as you get to know them, things change. Like, oh, I never said I wanted to have kids, or, my finances are not together. You just start finding out more things, and it's just like, can you just be your authentic self and be real? And it's just hard.
Yeah. What do you think about dating in LA overall?
The whole state is just not a good place to date.
So my media career, you're also in media, it's taking me so many places, right? And now, like you, I'm in LA. And one thing I say is, it's the land of the BBs. Broke and beautiful, child. It's broke and beautiful girls everywhere. You turn your mindset. So I feel like I can understand why the challenge is so hard in LA, because there's so many women who are attractive for the men to choose from.
Yeah, that's very valid, but, I'm one-on-one.
Woo!
You got a dime right here. So, just men, they just need to get it together.
Okay, so what makes you one-on-one? What makes you one-on-one?
I mean, I'm young, I'm ambitious, college educated, first and finest.
Okay. What school did you go to?
Virginia State University.
Okay. Let me ask you this, though. Would you relocate for love?
Yes.
Okay.
I need to be engaged first.
Okay.
I'm not just going to just up and move for the potential of a relationship just because things are going good. I need to be locked in.
Okay. Does one of one have a money?
I'm taking it back. She said, forget the beautiful part. Everybody thinks they're beautiful. She said, I'm young. You're 35 years old. I just had to point that out. Like, I'm young. Seriously? You're not young at all.
Requirements.
Yeah, I want someone that is financially in a good place. Like, I want someone that makes more than me. I'm looking for a provider. I bring a lot to the table, but you need to be.
See, this is the problem with women today. Y'all too expensive. So could he make $60,000?
No, because that's less than what I make. $60,000, you're gonna be struggling in LA.
Well, I just said you might have to relocate. Okay, so can he make $70,000?
We need to get closer to 100K.
Okay, we'll get to closer to 100K. Yeah. So I hope you really are one-on-one, because you're gonna have to be, because when you get to that category, you up against 100,000 women.
Bring them on.
Bring them on. I love the confidence. But with that being said, we put you on a blind date with Brandon, and let's see how that date went.
Okay, let's see.
I'm Brandon. These are for you.
Alicia, thank you so much. Nice to meet you.
Pleasure.
So when I seen that he had flowers, I thought that was really sweet and very intentional. So I'm like, okay, he's serious.
How you doing today?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm blessed. When
I first saw him, I was like, oh, he cute. He fine. Okay, they did good. So definitely my type. I love a dark-skinned chocolate man. When it comes to like dating and relationships, like what do you feel like you're looking for?
Like long term, I definitely want to get married. Like I want to have kids, but I think, it's important to be friends, like best friends, hopefully. So you can just enjoy each other's company. I don't typically rush into things. I like to literally get to know a person, do a lot of vetting, because there's like a 50% divorce rate in America, and like the 50% that's still together, that don't mean they happy. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So I would cut that in half. So I'm saying like 1 out of 4 couples is actually like probably into each other. So I'm trying to be that one. How about yourself?
I want my eggs cracked and my last name dropped.
Okay.
So I want to be married and I want to be a wife and I want to have children. But I feel like it's just you got to meet the right person. Y'all got to be aligned because, you know, some people could say like they want certain things and then you get to know them and it's just like, well, you told me you wanted this, but you don't really want that.
Mm-hmm.
So definitely
Yeah.
want those things too.
Yeah. So what are your non-negotiables or deal breakers when it comes to relationship or dating?
Just not having a relationship with God. Like if you're not a believer, I love God. You don't love God? Like, what's wrong with you? I can't talk to you. And just like someone that's fun. Like, are you got a passport? Like, you need to have a passport to date me.
Mm-hmm.
I know that's like very simple, but it's like I need someone that's open-minded, that has been out of their hometown or even out of the US. Like, I just need someone that wants to do more.
Why everything they're involved in has to do with spending money? She needs a man making 100,000. She needs a man with a passport so they can spend unnecessary money. Look, we're in a day and age right now. What it is, the reason why she wants a man making 100,000, it makes sense. It's so he can waste money. You gotta understand the men that make that kind of money don't like to waste it.
Black women say they can't find a good black man. What they want is somebody who's like Tupac in a suit, who does not womanize and has sound financial skills and is a loyal mate that goes to PTA. That's what they say. That's what they mean when they talk about finding a good black man. That's the ideal.
But let's keep it going.
Well, it was a pleasure meeting you. You are amazing. I've never been on a blind date before, first time, and it was fun. Hopefully, you know, we can see each other again.
Yeah, I'm down with that. I'm down with that. Yeah, you made me feel really comfortable. I was really nervous. I'm like, oh, he cute or whatever. I'm like, okay, it's a nice conversation.
I think you're beautiful too.
Thank you.
Ooh, tall, dark, and handsome Brandon. Okay, so you said it, but what was your first impression when you saw Brandon?
I just thought he was very attractive, very clean cut. I was just like, okay, nice teeth. I just thought he was really nice
And
looking.
he brought you flowers.
I just think like the flowers was just, even though like it's something simple, to me it's like really big.
Okay.
But it just really made me feel like, oh, he really here for me.
Right. Now this was a date we set you up with. Before Brandon, when was your last date?
It's been a minute. I can't even think. It might have been sometime last year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now you even told him you want your eggs cracked and your last name dropped. So how soon are we trying to make this scrambled egg wedding happen?
I'm not in a rush, but I mean, I'm 35. You know, the closer you get to 40, it's already giving geriatric pregnancy.
Have you frozen your eggs?
No.
I tell all women who are especially career driven to look into it, because you are right. The older you get, it can be more difficult. And I just think in order to have more options at a later date, listen, if you buying bags, you already saying you're going on trips. I'm about to get into that. You could definitely look into freezing your eggs. But let me get into the trips. Okay. Why the man got to have a passport to date you, girl?
I go out the country at least 2 or 3 times a year.
I said, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait, first of all, you're not going to speed past that like you didn't just say what you just said.
And so I don't want, you know, people that are just not interested in traveling, seeing more, waiting. I don't need you to wait till you're 50 to go out the country. Like, I want somebody that wants to go now. I just think, like, you know, people that don't leave their hometown or the home state, they have, like, that small mind mentality, and that's just not me. My partner needs to be ambitious and adventurous, and I feel like let's go to Mexico.
Have you ever gone on a trip with a guy out the country?
I have.
Okay.
I have went
How did that go?
It was good. It was a good time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, let's go back. Are you open-minded to maybe adjusting certain things? Because the guy you described, he's not an average guy.
Yeah.
You know, he makes $100,000. He's dark-skinned. He has a passport. That means he don't owe no back child support. You know what I'm saying? That means he ain't did no crime in his lifetime. And the unfortunate thing is there's just so many women saying those things out loud. I'm not saying lower your standards 1,000% to the floor, but maybe you meet a great guy and he doesn't travel, but you do that with your girlfriend, right?
You have, like, sometimes a lot of ladies, they say, oh, the bare minimum is not good enough. What you have to understand, the kind of man you want, especially in LA, She already said she's struggling. This is the part that boggles my mind because you're already struggling, but you expect this man to do everything for you? And the wild thing, he said only 25% fit in. That man is thinking how I would think, right? And that's why I made the choices I made. But I understand what he's saying. I don't think she does.
Like the most, that's, girl, you can't even receive that, child.
I'm listening. Let me listen.
Okay,
Let me
hold on.
listen. Let me
No,
listen.
the body language always speaks. So if you
Yeah.
meet this good guy, but he just doesn't want to go to Italy, that's a no?
Well, why would you not want to go to Italy?
Maybe he can't afford it. Maybe that's not his thing. Maybe he likes to be local.
You know what? I'm open to someone that can travel locally. You know, okay, maybe you a Miami bro. I don't know. I'm open to it, but I just know what I
Miami.
prefer. So when I go out the country and I'm in Ghana for Dirty December and I'm in Mexico and I'm in all these places, like you should just know that about me. Like Alicia travels, she's gonna continue to travel.
Right. Well, let's go back to Brandon.
Okay.
Now, I want to find out, you decided to download. So you want to go on another date with Brandon.
I do.
Okay, so we're going to see what Brandon said. What do you think Brandon said? Do you think he downloaded or did he delete?
I think he downloaded. I think we
Okay.
had good vibes. I feel like, what we should want to get to know each other more, but whatever he says, we'll see.
Because he's also open. He doesn't have any kids. Is that important to you?
Yeah, I want my first child to be my partner's first child.
So you desire a man with no kids, 100K, passport, chocolate, dark skin, bring you flowers.
Someone call a search party because these TikToks are lost in Delulu land.
Okay, so Brandon's scoring pretty high.
Yeah.
Okay, he's scoring really high.
Yeah.
Let's see if Brandon feels the same way.
You know, God is good. I wish Alicia all the best, but like, I just know what I want right now. And, unfortunately, she's cool though. We can hang out. We could be friends. We could be best friends. But like, nah, I'm good.
Rejected.
Wow.
So he decided to delete. How does that make you feel?
I mean, it's just one of those things. I'm not going to be for everybody, but the person that I'm right for, he going to have to find me.
That's right. And I think that's the way to look at it, right?
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, it has to be a match. Like, the guy has to feel about you the way you feel about you.
Yeah.
I love your confidence. I think you have to stand in your confidence. But I think the aesthetic that he came with was first thing. And I think attraction is big on both ends.
Yeah.
But sometimes we're looking at a man that might deem us invisible. And how much time do we want to waiting on a man who's not even thinking about us?
That's sad because I know what he saw. He saw the same thing that you guys saw. She came in here, laid around the arms, thinking she's the cat's meow. That's why it's bad when girls tell other girls, you're a 10. She even said it to Kendra G. She said it like she was a quarter piece. And girl, you're a solid 5. I hate to have to say it. I'm just spitting facts. And you got to tone it down a little bit, ladies. You do. Even Kendra told you, tone it down a little bit.
Back, right?
Yeah.
So before we go, are there any standards you're willing to adjust?
I mean, like I said, I'm open.
Okay.
I mean, the passport traveling is something that's really near and dear
So
to
that's
my heart.
non-negotiable. Okay, going back to him, I'm gonna sit there for a
Okay.
second. You find a man. What is the finances? If you guys go on a trip, is he paying for both of y'all?
I think like he's gonna pay for things, and I'm gonna pay for things. Like
Okay.
just for the person I told you I went out the country with. Like he did book the flight, he had the hotel, but I paid for dinner.
Okay.
Like I paid for transportation.
Now, was that a relationship or a situationship?
It was a situation.
Okay, well, I'm so happy we done got here. Okay, so situationship. So this is why I'm on record saying why I don't like situationships, because you hold a situationship to a relationship standard. In a situationship, so you had a good time for the weekend, so why couldn't it grow into a relationship?
With us, we've been on and off for a couple years.
So
And
why
it
are you
just-
allowing a man to have you on and off for a couple of years? I thought you were the one. I thought you were 101.
Ooh, someone's in trouble.
Exposed. See, the truth is coming out now. It's finally coming out. And this is what happens with most modern women. Trash cans. Trash compactors. I'm happy Kendra's calling it out.
Can I tell y'all how I I wasted 10 years of my life with a man who had no intentions of marrying me, but he knew I wanted marriage. And I know what you're thinking. Who the hell told you to sit around for 10 years? I know. I know. Sometimes it really gets to me thinking about how I gave up 10 of some of my best years. 10. I was a good girlfriend too. I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was. Like one time we had a conversation after being in the relationship for years. And mind you, we met when we was like 18 or so. So it wasn't like I knew how to have these type of conversations in the beginning to understand the likes and dislikes and desires of a man. So I didn't ask those questions. So it was like we were years in, and he said something like, "Marriage is just a piece of paper. I'm not doing nothing for America." Y'all, my heart could have dropped to my stomach. Like, I never knew this. Like, I watch the proposals on TikTok and Instagram all the time, and I'm like, for years I always thought that was gonna be me, and the whole time I was dealing with a man who had no intentions of proposing to me ever. So, ladies, I say this: know what that man's intentions are for you. Out the gate, you need to be asking those kind of questions. Don't be me, wasting 10 years. Know what that man's intentions are for you.
101 doesn't let nobody have her on and off for a couple of
Exactly.
years.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. You know, as you grow, you know, this is somebody I met when I was younger in my 20s. So as I've grown, lived in different states, mature, you know, I know what I want and what I don't want. And so when we went on the trip, you know, I was like, maybe this could lead into something. We spent some more time together and it just wasn't going anywhere. Like, as my age, I don't have time to wait to see.
Well, you know, she's saying this. Be honest. I can tell you're lying right now. Look at her eyes. I can see it in your eye. You're looking, dart in your eyes. What happened was you were young, full of cum, and you wanted to have fun. And what happened? He did too. He probably had a little bit of scratch. And also, he scratched that itch. And a lot of them do that. And then for the future, man, expect the world. Maybe you don't have any kids. Of course you don't, because you would have said you do, right? But imagine if you would have had a kid. She would have been saying the same thing. That man deleted you because he read you. He saw the entitlement. Didn't she say she wanted to go on trips right away and talk like she was the cat's meow? And he's looking at you like, you're not that.
What the potential is, what it could be. You know, I'm gonna date and find the right person for me, make sure they match with me and we align. So, girl, you know, I got you. I'm with you when you're right.
No,
I'm with you when
because
you're right.
this is the thing why situationship. Let me ask you this: if he got it together, you would be in a relationship with him?
No.
You wouldn't.
No.
So you just enjoy having.
And it's not that I just enjoy having
Okay.
fun, but again, we have a history together.
Okay.
So and it's been some long distance. So, you know, where we're at currently, we're not a match. And that's okay. You outgrow some people, you outgrow situationships. I'm not looking for
How
situations.
many years?
It's been like 6.
Okay, 6
6
years.
years.
And
Yeah.
never in a committed relationship.
Waste of time.
Here's the deal. And I stand on this. If you really want to commit a relationship, don't have sex until you get that part first.
Okay.
Because you have to learn your relationship pool
Yeah.
and your situationship pool. And the situationship only works in the benefit of the person who does not want a relationship. And men right now, this is why a lot of men won't get it together, because women are not requiring it.
Yeah.
You're getting
Thank you.
babies, you're getting weekend sex, you're getting me as a therapist, and I don't get no title. I can't build a house or a home with you, and I can't blame anybody but the woman in the mirror because I agreed to it.
Yeah.
So when we have the situationship and now you're ready for a relationship,
Yeah.
you're putting this in a category of a requirement. A passport, he's travels, but you've never experienced that in a committed relationship. But that is a requirement. So what happens is, that's money. Like, this is just what happens. When we say things like that, we're getting into a certain tax bracket. And when you get into the certain tax bracket, these men have so many women to
Required.
choose from.
Yeah.
Yes, they
And it's
require a
so
lot.
difficult at times for them to hone in on one. But you say you
You know, and she acts like she doesn't know it. That's what's happening. Do you know what that man can get in LA if he's making 100,000? A lot of times, supermodels. Yes, he can get a supermodel. Why would he want you? He wouldn't waste his time with you. No offense, but this is what's happening. And I'm happy Kendra G is calling it out. It's one of those things like when you handling dating shows, you have to tell these females the truth. Just like you have to tell men the truth, right? Not every man is qualified as well. But you're not qualified for what you're asking for. And this is why a lot of you are single.
Real talk.
One-on-one, so you're not gonna have that problem, okay? Listen, I am wishing you the best.
Thank
you know, I want you to keep being yourself, and I want you to enjoy LA. And any man that wants to, not any man, let me take that back.
Look.
Not any man, child. He got to have a house and a home and an ID, okay? And brush his teeth every day and a good job. But if he approaches you, and maybe there's some things you gotta give up, but if the character's there, the loyalty's there, and you gotta get him a passport in a couple of years, give him a shot. All right? Okay. With that being said, much love to you, Alicia, and I'm wishing you the best. Yes. Thank you all for watching, and keep an eye out for more of the Dating Download.
So you ladies have to understand, if you're requiring that much, you have to bring a lot to the table. That's why men always ask, what do you bring to the table? What that man saw was another modern woman. You think he didn't. That's why girls should go to femininity training. A lot of you need it. Because the way you came across, I would have saw that right away. But I saw my wife, the first thing I saw is that she was eager. I don't see that in you. I see entitled. You think he can't see that? These are human beings you're talking to. Us men are human. We see these things. Kendra G's talking to you right now. He can see it. That's why she's making those reactions. He didn't realize it. He's making those reactions like, in so little words, who do you think you are? That whole pretty much interview was, who do you think you are? She has to be nice. She has to be cordial, right? Because she's running the dating show. But that's what it was. And she took it like she's going to be her cheerleader. She's not there for that. She's there to set people up in relationships. And you're not fit to be in one right now. That's pretty much what she told you. Be accepting. Be caring. Be giving. Take that man with lower money. I say, the reason why I say that, and I said it before, the guy that's making 60,000 probably has 700,000 stored up in the stock market. When you said, "Oh, I want a man making 100,000," that man probably has nothing because he's taking girls on trips. They need to learn.
Michael B. Jordan isn't good enough for her.
Michael B. Jordan reaches out and says he wants to take you on a date. You're saying no?
He's not my type.
You can't make this shit.
It's not even about her no more, because now I'm seeing so many comments from women that agree. And they feel as though I'm crazy to.
I think this was her first episode, but since she's been doing digital download, she can see the nonsense. Michael B. Jordan. I gotta search something real quick. Hold on. How much is Michael B. Jordan worth? 2026. Y'all want to see that? I'm going to show you guys too. As of 2026, Michael B. Jordan has an estimated net worth of $50 million, according to sources like Celebrity Net Worth and Parade. His wealth has grown significantly over his 2-decade career spanning acting, directing, producing, and corporate sponsorships. Some independent financial reviews estimate his expanded portfolio could range closer to $70 million, depending on back-end film residuals and recent production deals. This is not something to smile at. The sad thing is, the same issue he had with the girl that he went to high school with when he was making that face, so many women took that podcast to heart. This is what men are talking about. This is the problem. Check it out. On Sinners, he earns a reported $4 million to $15 million upfront for his lead role in a thriller, $3 to $4 million for Creed, $2 million for Black Panther. This man is making money. He has the money. All the girls want him. And still, look what he gets in the community.
Be shocked that Michael B. Jordan is not her type. So a man who is a hard worker, in shape, love his mama, ain't got no kids, can't get a date? You do less for Pookie. Pookie could call you from jail.
Wow.
Run up your phone bill. Borrow your car to go pick up his other woman. And that man can't get a date with you. The man that won an Oscar can't get a date with you. But you putting money on Pookie's commissary. You picking up Pookie's kids while he in jail. You babysitting with the other baby mama. And the man that won an Oscar can't even get a date with you. You had a baby by a man who ain't got no job. Sleeping on your couch. Using your credit card. And you telling me the black superhero in Black Panther can't get a date with you?
It's delusional.
Check out the full episodes of Dating Download right now on OWN's YouTube channel.
And a wild thing, this was said on that very same show, that she won't date Michael B. Jordan. So if you're on Kendra's show looking for a man, right? What kind of man do you want? Oh. Guys, what do they always say? And she didn't even look like that, right? She didn't even look like the girls that say I want corporate Tupac. Corporate Tupac doesn't come in every man. Like this dilemma. It's a dilemma that these females are faced with. You got to get over it. Because until you get over it, you're not getting a man. Y'all going to have Kendra G up here saying, you'll never get a man being like that. Because that's what I'm saying. But yeah, y'all, thank y'all for watching. Be sure to subscribe. Other than that, peace out. See y'all next video.